I don't know if you guys can tell, but it looks like it's raining right over there. And this weather it's so crazy because just the other day it was freezing cold and then it was hot again. I was out in shorts and a t-shirt, and now we've got these crazy crashing waves again, and rain moving in, and this weather is just so unpredictable. But at the end of the day, I can't lie, the beach is still beautiful. A beautiful sight to see despite the overcast, the clouds. The visibility is much better today. I don't know if you guys can tell in the video, but the visibility, we were down to like 100 to 200 yards, but now honestly I can see, we're standing in, I believe we're standing in Miramar, and I can see all the way down almost to Fort Walton. So visibility is much better today. Welcome back, folks. Welcome back to the channel. I'm sorry. This is goodbye. Unfortunately, this is the message that a lot of folks are receiving from their employers, or should I say previous employers for that matter, as headlines are being released, notifications are being sent out. All these companies are sending devastating messages. More than 2 million people out of a job by the time this is all said and done. Now folks, we've talked about this before, but I've got some new developments here. Important information I want to share with you guys, particularly with, you know, almost wondering if this is it, if there's any validity to this statement. Has Elon Musk purchased Google? Because we see here that Google is to lay off 1,200 people. This is a recent announcement by Google's CEO, Sundar Pichai. He said in an email that he sent to the company staff that the firm will be laying off 12,000 employees. And this is after Google announced that it's delaying portions of their employee bonus checks. Very, very important here. And a lot of people probably thought, hey, you know what, worst case scenario, I lose my job. I'll go get a job at McDonald's. I'll flip some burgers. Well, McDonald's is on the list to layoffs are mounting up. Perhaps maybe instead, you may want to consider some freelance work. Any artists in the audience? Maybe there's an opportunity here for you to make some money building sandcastles on the beach. This one is awesome. Danny and Janet. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Oh man, Dan Castles. So is this a company? Wow. That's pretty cool. They build sandcastles. And this one says, happy birthday. Look guys, I don't even know if it could get any better than literally your job is to build sandcastles on the beach and get paid to do it. Now check this out, folks. Some alarming, some disturbing news. Comment down below and let me know, how do you feel about the future? How do you feel about your job security? How do you feel about the job market? How do you feel about layoffs and unemployment? Because we're seeing the pullback. We're seeing these companies like Google, particularly now McDonald's. I've got some other videos in the works that I'm going to be bringing to you guys with updates from other companies that are waving the white flag. And basically what that boils down to is that the employees are going to suffer. The employees are going to see disruptions in their pay, their paychecks, their income, and we have to acknowledge this, and we have to prepare for this. And hopefully a majority of you folks won't be affected by it directly. Granted, with layoffs, with what's going on in the economy, there's going to be lots of indirect effects. We've talked about that before in previous videos, but I think right now what's most important is focusing on what are we going to do to prepare so that we are ready, so that we don't get wiped out. The wipeout, folks, obviously is a financial and economic wipeout. Personal finance, personal savings, personal investments. That's the last thing we want to happen. We don't want to wind up in similar situations and positions like these companies that are seeing the red on their ledgers, that are seeing the losses in their financial statements, their P&Ls, their balance sheets, and ultimately having to pull the emergency shut off, which shuts off and wipes out and destroys folks' lives and income. Check this out. It almost looked like it was like Clifford or something. I've never had the skill nor the patience to attempt sandcastle sculpting or any sand artwork, but I do enjoy seeing it. And again, this ties into a little bit of what I was talking about with having a plan and being prepared. Something as simple and easy as a side hustle, a skill, a hobby, an interest that you have that could produce income. Think about it, check this out. These guys have their fishing rods set up here and they're trying to catch the big fish. And depending on what they catch, this is either going to go in their fridge, end up on their stove, in their bellies, or potentially being sold for profit. And that's what it's about, because we are in a little bit of a trying time right now with the economic situation that is at hand. And I feel as though I wouldn't be doing my job and bringing you guys the information and the updates that you guys deserve, that you tune in for, to help you get better prepared, if I didn't state the obvious that having increased income and multiple streams of income are going to be invaluable in the near term future, depending on what happens. Now, let's just say, for instance, things are better than expected. That's a plus. You'll be better for it. However, if things go the way that some of these economists are projecting and predicting for 2023 and 2024, because what I'm seeing and what I'm hearing, what I'm reading, is late 2024 before a recovery can be considered. And we have to know and realize and understand that that's only assuming something terrible or a few new occurrences don't pop up along the way in the meantime, further delaying the progress of recovery. Economists, you guys may have seen it. We put up a live stream the other day, and these banking experts, these economists, these experts, these high paid, high earning income folks, they sit in their offices, they analyze the data, they crunch the numbers. They may even be a little bit in on some of this stuff either way, but the point is that they're saying that I might have gone too far. It's starting to rain. I have to get out of here. I need to head back to the car. I think it's starting to rain. We're gonna see how waterproof this GoPro is. So these economists are saying that now, all right, now this is gonna be sketch because this house has been demolished. And I'm gonna see if I can get out of here. I'm gonna see if I can get out of here through this way. See if I can get away with this. Oh, okay. I hope this slab doesn't cave in. That'd be devastating. If it does, tell my story. But these economists are saying Wow, this house is just completely gone. Got a little swimming pool back here. This nice little selling feature. I'm gonna hurry up and get off this joker. I don't know if I trust it. So these economists are saying that now, you know, the Fed, they made their statement, they made their claim, and Jerome Powell, he said he wants to shrink balance sheets and soften the economy, basically. And earlier projections that he made when he was in Jackson Hole, Wyoming, were that 1.2 million jobs would be lost. Well, if you guys caught the live stream that Swirl Tribe and I did the other day, economists and experts have predicted and escalated that number to 2 million jobs. 2 million jobs lost, unemployment rates hitting over 5.25%. Now, I feel as though these are probably still conservative projections, but I told you guys last year that the numbers are going to climb in unemployment, the numbers are going to climb in layoffs, and the more companies that announce more layoffs, the more companies will announce more layoffs. These folks are concerned about their image, their shareholder confidence, their stock prices, their employee confidence. So they're not just going to come out the gate and just let everybody know, but at the same time, as more and more start to open up and tell their story, others will do the same. It's like a little bit of a Me Too situation. So I think that's kind of where we're at. And if that's the case, why not prepare for what could be, so that we don't get caught off guard, we don't get socked in the mouth, we don't get left without a plan. So like I said, having additional income, increasing your income, trying the best you can to increase your income, certainly making sure you spend less than you make by having a strong, solid budget, some financial discipline and efficiency, eliminating high interest debt or carrying debt altogether for the time being, unless that debt's producing income, unless that debt's producing returns and profits and cash flow, that's a different story. And then we want to make sure we're saving, make sure we're investing. Now, the cash flow, the investments, the savings, I know I need to touch on that in another video, because if you guys want to know more, just hit me up. If you want to know exactly what I'm doing, let me know. I'm working on putting together a complete video specifically about what I'm doing with my money from a safety measure, taking it out of the banks, which banks I'm taking it out of, where I'm going to be moving it, where I'm going to be putting it. So if you guys want to know, I'll make that information 100% free and provide it to everybody who's interested. So just drop a comment and let me know you're interested. But in the meantime, let's pay attention to the warning signs and let's do all we can to prepare and make sure that we don't get that notice, that message, that letter, that email, that update, that text, that phone call, that call into the office, or whatever it may be. Because now these companies are laying people off on the weekends, they're doing it overnight, they're doing it through text, they're doing it through group chats and forums, and they don't want the personal interaction because they know how upset people are going to be. But if that happens, let's have a plan. Side hustles, small businesses, ultimately producing revenue, potentially passive income streams, depending on how you build them, and making sure that we have a solid safety net of savings, an emergency savings, very little debt, and building towards recovery while we're watching everything unfold. I don't know if you guys can see it, but Squirrel Tribe is down there with the kid. I don't know if they're recording or if they're trying to make their own sandcastle. But I guess we're going to we're gonna get off this beach because the weather's not looking so hot. I don't know, maybe they're manipulating the weather, I don't know. But we're gonna get out of here. And I'll bring you guys another update real soon. You guys take care, be safe. See ya, bye. Man, can y'all see that? You see this weather?
It's a little bit crazy. It's definitely gonna be stormy there. It's storming over there.
It sprinkled on me a little bit.
Same. My phone kept getting wet. But then you see that one little spot of like white? That's where it's not raining or doing anything. And then that one little spot right there where you can see there's a little bit of sun.
This is Miramar?
This is Miramar, yeah.